What's up, people? Welcome to episode 72 of UnCensored Minds. We waiting on KD. She hiding out. We don't know what's going on with her. Somebody go knock on her door or something. Make sure everybody like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know if the sound is good for y'all. Make sure y'all say something in the comments so we can know y'all here. This one you, Big Nell, to start off, Women's Appreciation. To ramp up Women's Appreciation Month. It's on you, Nell.
Everybody taking March.
What are you smoking in that crack pipe? Who you calling a loud fuck, man?
Okay, here.
Can hear now?
A lot of feedback in the background. The bad boy Bob.
It might be me.
All right. So welcome to UnCensored Minds, episode 72. And all this month, you heard us speak about the women that have impacted our lives. It started off with KD speaking about her lovely bestie, Ebony. Then T talking about his daughter. Last week we heard so eloquently Aisha talk about her mother. So it's my turn. So the woman that has stolen and captured is the apple of my eye has to be the person that has brought me into this world, right? So it goes like this. I wrote my mother a letter. So it goes, Dear Mama, a mother carries in her womb for 9 months. She battles with nausea, then watches her feet swell and skin stretch and may even tear up. She struggles to climb stairs. She gets breathless quick. She suffers many sleepless nights. Then she goes through excruciating pain to bring a grand emperor or empress into this world. Then after all that, she becomes my nurse, chef, my maid, my chauffeur, my biggest fan, my teacher, and my best friend. She struggled for me, cried over me, hoped for the best for me, and prayed for me. But most importantly, loves me. I just want to say, hey, Mom, I just wanted to take a few minutes. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, no, got disconnected, but guess what, everybody? We found KD. KD, what's up?
What's up?
Hey,
Sorry about that. Hi. Sorry about that. It's been a busy day.
All right, I'm back. So apologies. So I want to again finish off. Hey, Mom, I just wanted to take a few minutes out to say thank you. I really appreciate you. And that's for a number of reasons. You've been a true constant in my life from conception. And I just felt compelled to let you know that I am the person that you see today because of it. Without your love and tutelage, I couldn't survive this cold, cruel world. Far too often we go through life and not pay the proper respects to those who often matter, who shaped us, who cared enough to make sure that we were okay. Cared for, safe, and also loved. So I just wanted to make sure you knew how important and special you are to me and how truly grateful I am for all you've done and continue to do for me. And I bestow praise upon your feet. Loving you was like breathing. Hugging you endlessly is like being in heaven's own arms. Seeing your smile is like looking at the prettiest sunset each day. Holding your hands with and for guidance is and will always be me giving my complete self to you in your unselfish ways of love and sacrifice, and the sheer determination to make me into a selfless and responsible man. There can never be enough words that I can say that would fully express my gratitude, but this is my little way of letting you know that you mean the world to me, and I never want to let you down. Right? So on this grand stage, I wanted to take the time out to honor my mother. Thank you for giving me life. Thank you for giving me, and thank you for being the best that you could be for me. I love you.
Okay,
That
now.
was beautiful, Nell.
No, I mean, we writing poems now. That's that's what we do.
When it come to mama, I can't spare no expense. You know, I had to give it to her. And we wanted to close out Women's Month in the right way, right? I had the opportunity of visiting one of our beautiful women that's a part of this panel today and seeing her in her true element. So what that means is, as supporting her and supporting the entire cast, we will pick one lucky winner by the end of this month and give you a gift basket from all of us here at Uncensored Minds, full of gifts from all of us at Uncensored Minds. So that means you get some stuff from Teller Made Tea, some stuff from Raw Honey, also from Karen D's Nell and Karen's Korner, and also me with Friday Night Lights. That basket will be presented to one of our lucky fans, and you'll be receiving that before the end of the month. So thank you again to everybody out there for sharing in our joy when it comes to the beautiful women that impacts our life.
All right, so before we get into the icebreaker, that's going to be a beautiful gift, by the way. To anybody who wins these gifts, that's going to be a beautiful gift. But before we get into the icebreaker, as we're wrapping up Women's Month, can one of you ladies talk about the Supreme Court nominee and what's going on with that?
Karen, would you like to?
Aisha. No, I'll let you talk about it.
Okay. So we're going to talk about our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Supreme Court nominee, the top seat in the top court, Miss Jackson Ketanji. How amazing is it that she gets an opportunity to show everyone her skills? She has a long way to go as far as the Republicans are concerned. They are going to be coming at her and battling at her, but she is very well qualified. She's very liberal. She would be an amazing addition to the seat. She has been a jurist for some time now. She has clerked for one of the Supreme Justices already, and she's a woman of color. So she will be tackling issues such as, if given the opportunity, she will be tackling issues such as systemic racism and a lot of the things that are affecting the African American community as well as other communities. But she's from Harvard. She's highly qualified. And if given the opportunity, I think she will make a big difference in hearing these top cases and overturning some convictions that might be wrongful.
Right. Anytime we get a black woman, that's always a good thing. We're always going to support that. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
As we find Nell, he probably over there crying after his poem and everything.
Leave Nell alone. He can get sentimental about his mommy.
I'm gonna break out the icebreaker. So are you ladies ready?
We're ready.
All right.
Ready.
The icebreaker for this week. Y'all, is gonna be: what is your guilty pleasure? Why are you laughing now?
Oh, shit.
What's up? Who want to go first, man? Everybody quiet when I bring out these questions. Everybody's go quiet. Man. I'm talking about.
My guilty pleasure is shopping. If y'all don't know, y'all better know by now. I love to shop, whether it be for sneakers, clothes, whatever, cars, things for the house. That's my guilty pleasure. I don't get enough of it. I shop in my sleep. So that's one of my guilty pleasures. That's probably my biggest outside of I ain't gonna share that one, but shopping. I'm gonna stay there.
All right, what's up, ladies? Let us know in the comments too. What is your guilty pleasure? What is your guilty pleasure? That's this week's icebreaker question. Let us know in the comments, what y'all answer is. What's up, ladies? Who want to go first?
Well, I'll go first. Mine is very easy. It's our topic tonight. Thank you. We'll discuss that a little bit later.
All right, KD, what's up?
Well, to have a guilty pleasure, you have to feel guilty about doing it. So,
Hey, KD,
let me.
this is sounding real PC. This is sounding real PC over there. I mean, what's up? This is Uncensored Minds.
I mean, I don't feel guilty about it, but I guess my guilty pleasure is, I'm gonna keep it real PG and say Bath and Body Works. I'm just gonna keep it PG. Bath and Body Works.
Okay. What's up, people? What is y'all guilty pleasure? So let us know in the
Yeah,
comments.
fuck the PG, right?
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna dive right in. My guilty.
No.
I was about to jump out the window with it.
Yeah, you already know it's Pow Chicka Wow Wow, man.
It's actually Bow Chicka Wow Wow is one of them, but it's what's leading up to the Bow Chicka Wow Wow that actually get me super in the mood, actually. And that guilty pleasure is I'm a big fanatic of leggings. That does
I'm talking about leggings forever today.
That do something to me, bro. Like, that's my guilty pleasure. If I see it turned me into a whole nother creature. Like, I turn green when I see them, like the Hulk.
Yo, they'll be funny.
You love them leggings now.
Man.
Y'all fix Nell a gift basket up with leggings in it.
Nah, that I can't wear them. It gotta be attached.
I know, no, not for you to wear. They're gonna fit some up for you, so when you have your lady friends over, you can put them into a pair.
It's on the list.
True.
Yes, Shalimar.
Hers is to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people's guilty pleasure. I'm gonna get into that real deep at a time. But Danielle said shopping, and him. So is that double the shopping and a little bit of him? That's what that is. Double the shopping and a little bit of him. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. All right, people, what's going on? Before we move on to our first topic, does anybody else have any more answers on this? Before we move on, what's up?
I'm surprised tonight at this panel right now.
I told you they
a little surprised.
It's the PC team over there, man.
What we done did?
Everybody is
real. I need to see who's on here.
Yo, it's the PC team over there, man.
We're melancholy. Orange is giving you
Orange is giving melancholy.
What we doing?
I didn't want to get into my guilty pleasure just yet. We'll get there. It's gonna get,
it's popping.
It's gonna spice up for sure.
Golly, no. They on their PC. Ain't nobody everybody in the comments is still quiet too. Where's everybody at? What's going on? Where's everybody at? Everybody in the comments.
I don't know. It's a chill night for the.
It's one of those, man. It's one of those. Y'all ready to go?
Let's dive in.
Let's go.
So the first topic is we're going to dive into this 21-year-old girl whose name is Jayana Webb. So she's from on the outskirts of Philly, I believe. So she was now found guilty of drunk driving and killing 2 state police officers and a pedestrian. And this is not her first time being, stopped while driving drunk, or this is not her first time admitting that she's a professional drunk driver, as she said. She tweeted out that she was like a professional drunk driver. She's the best drunk driver, is what it said, something like that.
Wow.
She's only 21, but she's been found guilty of killing these 3 people So what are y'all thoughts on, do y'all think she's going to get a hefty sentence? Do y'all think this is just a major mistake and there should be some, compassion for this young lady? What are y'all thoughts on what's happening?
I think
Well,
before we give our opinion, let's send our condolences to the families of those that were lost.
Right.
The police officers, state troopers, and also the pedestrian. The negligence of this young lady has taken the lives of 4 people away from their family, because not just those 3 that were killed, but also her. So 4 families were affected from this tragedy that night. So we want to send our condolences out there to them. You saying something, Katie?
well, I was just going to say I don't know her personally, but from what I heard about the situation, it's unfortunate for her, but it seems to be a pattern. And for her to tweet about bragging about being a professional drunk driver, um, I don't see what she should get in the leniency in anything, to be honest with you. I mean, I pray for her family. I do. I pray for her family. But you got to look at the lives that she took by being bold enough to drive drunk and to brag about it.
Right, but at that age, Katie, we've all
She's
been guilty.
grown.
I'm
She's
not saying,
grown.
but we've all been guilty of something of that manner at that age.
And that is so true. But there are times when you get like that. If this particular thing happened and you take some lives out with it, well, then guess what? It just so happened that we all get like that. But your way happened to cause someone's life.
All right, what's your take, Aisha?
Well, I've worked in the criminal justice field for 21 years now for a prominent criminal defense attorney in the city. And so, unfortunately, we see cases like this often, some high profile, some not so, high profile, where, we can take a look into those cases online or in the media as such as this one. Unfortunate, it's going to be an unfortunate situation for her. Some of the programs and things that are forwarded to people with first time DUIs or just DUIs in general that fall under a certain bracket will be gone, of course, obviously because of death. So she'll be facing mandatory minimums for 3 individuals, which will stack up against her. Hopefully, she'll be able to get some good counsel that'll be able to at least protect her rights, to make sure, she's not going to be extremely railroaded in a sense. They can definitely try to pile some things up on her, but hopefully she could get some good counsel. She's definitely going to do some time. It's just a matter of how much time they'll be willing to get. If she accepts a plea deal pre-trial, then they'll probably take it a little easier on her than if she was to go to trial and lose.
Right, but what I've heard is that she doesn't have, a good counsel. She just has like a public defender. And another thing is, would she be able to get those if she cops out to a plea? Will she be able to get those charges to run concurrently?
Yeah, I mean, it really all depends on how effective her counsel is in negotiating with the district attorney. They could run them concurrently. But if she doesn't have good counsel, it's possible that they'll be trying to seek consecutive sentences for her because of the 2 police officers. They're going to try to go as hard as they possibly can because of that alone. And not to take anything away from the pedestrian, but just the 2 police officers obviously is going to send it into another stratosphere.
Right. More often than not, this is when you have a public defender, you like already fucked yourself. So if you're in a criminal case and you don't get a lawyer, you're already like 10 feet behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. the public defenders, that's not to take away anything. I know exactly what you're saying. It's not to take away anything from the public defenders, because obviously they put in their time, they've gotten their law license, and I'm sure they're good at what they do. However, they are bombarded with hordes and hordes of cases at a time. They can't focus on providing good legal counsel, you know what I mean, if they are swamped with work. So that's what it all boils down to as far as a PD. Not so much that they don't know what they're doing, but a lot of them are inexperienced, new, or overworked.
And I also think that this is another case of self-medicating. I feel like she was self-medicating by, you know, getting drunk all the time to mask whatever her trauma is.
Yeah, that shows in her tweets.
Right.
Yep, obviously.
Right.
You're right.
No.
I would agree.
I see
Yeah,
this as. Go ahead, Kitty.
Get proper, you know, legal assistance for her, because being that two of the victims were law enforcement officers, I feel like they are going to over sentence her. And like T say, you know, she may have some underlying mental issues that need to be addressed.
Right, but what I was saying is that it's going to be hard for her to get counsel. They can't afford. What I heard, they can't afford to get a lawyer.
Yeah. Maybe somebody will come forward pro bono, like, you know, a big attorney that is qualified enough and maybe want to take on a pro bono case, depending on, you know, what their workload is like. Maybe somebody will step up and do that for her, you know. And they will do all kind of mental evaluations and stuff prior to her sentencing. They will do pre-sentence investigations, etc., to outline, you know, her mental capacity and, you know, what's going on with her mentally.
So no, we've been young before, and you know, we used to drag race and all kinds of shit at that age. So, you know, what's your thoughts about her, you know, at that age?
Well, you know me firsthand, you know, all my life, kind of like all my childhood and my adult life, and you know, I was actually one of the ones that stayed away from alcohol.
Right.
It wasn't for me. If I couldn't handle myself, I just wasn't going to put myself in that predicament. And I just never liked the feeling of not being in control of myself. And I feel like that's what alcohol and drug does to me. And everybody is different. But if this is not a lesson just for her, this should be a lesson to all of us.
Right.
When we say, because far too often I see people glorifying alcohol. Like alcohol is the end all be all. Like, in order to have a good time, we got to party with alcohol. We got to have drinks, and everybody is so turned up and they got to turn up with alcohol. But really, what good has alcohol done for you?
Right.
I mean, it's put us in compromising positions. You know what I mean? If we look back on certain things, if our lives have been affected by anything, let's look back and see what those times have done. We wake up feeling half dead. We don't feel good afterwards. We may have did something crazy the night before, and we're waking up regretting it. Right. It might have put us in a compromising position. So when we do things that's going to impair our judgment and take away from our sobriety, we are just like what this young lady was. We can all sit and on our couches at home in front of our computer screens or in front of our tablets and phones and say how wrong of her it was for her to go out there and do what she did. But let's think of the many times that we've taken a drink at a party and we wasn't home and we then drove ourselves home. Right. We've put ourselves and others on the road at risk because of our needing to want to have a drink or right. two. Now you may say, no, I know how to handle myself. Do you really? What happens if that one time, that one drink, that extra drink or that extra situation has now put you in a situation that you can't control? So we got to check ourselves and also be able to check those others that are around us to say, put that shit down. It's enough. Or, yo, give me your keys. I'm going to take you home. We all heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise people. It takes a village to look after anything. And if we're not taking control of our environment and within and around us, we are just as much the culprit. We could be out at the bar and we could just be having a soda or water. If you see somebody impaired, I'd rather you call the cops on them before they get out there and harm one of my family members on that road.
Right.
I'd rather you pull them aside and say, yo, can I give you a ride before you get on that road and put my life in jeopardy? So at the end of the day, it's always good to sit up here and have words for somebody after they did something, but where was the words for them when they were before they acted in that crime? And that's something that I think we all should take accountability for.
Plus, it's also the tweets are the main thing that's going to fuck her. Like, if that wasn't so public, she might be able to get more leniency. But because she has those tweets bragging about her drunk driving abilities, that's what I think is going to really fuck her in the end. And I keep on hearing a lot of people saying that this should be an example for all the young kids coming up after her. But when you were that age, in your mind, you don't even consider that. You only look at it like, well, that was her. Like, that's not going to be me. When you at that age, that's how you think. You think about it like, that's not going to be me. That was her. And
but how many people think, before you
right.
go there, how many people at any age says, that ain't going to be me? Right. How many times do we see people going live on Facebook, going live on Instagram, going live and they at a party, they drinking and they dancing and they partying, they got drinks in their hand? The same way, what y'all doing is y'all giving, if anytime y'all in any situation, y'all giving a first-hand tell on yourself.
Right.
You snitching on yourself.
Right.
So the moment you go live on Facebook, that's documented. Even if you delete it, somebody some way can pull that up. You now got a drink in your hand or you sipping on it and you go out here and mistakenly have an accident. Now you are fucked. So when the needing for us to always show out and glorify for the gram, that's the point that I'm trying to make. Yes, what she did was absolutely wrong. But when we start to take it and be braggadocious just to put on for somebody else, that's when it becomes crazy for me.
All right,
it's help.
Hold on.
And we have to help our young people understand that that's not right. And you know where they see it from? They see it from the other generations doing it, and they think it's okay. Nobody is policing nobody anymore nowadays because we're not policing ourselves. Right. We all want to show out for everybody so we can be cool, we can look cool, we can be outside, we can do this.
No, look, what Sarah was saying. So do you think that the cops should have any blame in this because they did stop her before this happened? So are we giving any credit to that? Right.
I talked to y'all on Thursday when we had our meeting. And I said, this seems like a case that is being trumped up. For some way, somehow, if this girl was originally doing 110 miles an hour on 95 in Philadelphia, no matter what time it is, there's a lot of people still out on the roads.
Right.
This is a big city. This ain't no little small town where we got 2 stoplights. There's at all times, 95 is 95.
Right.
They stop her. She's doing 110. She's endangering the lives of everybody else around her and herself. They let her go. It was shown that she was actually going north. We know going north is going towards New York.
Right.
The accident actually happened going south.
Right.
So going south is going towards DC. They stopped her going north. When they got a call saying that it was a pedestrian walking on 95, they let her go and they went to the next exit and then swung around to go the opposite direction. The crash happened 15 minutes later after her initial stop. We know how 95 is. The 3 of us are from this area.
Right.
Where she was pulled over at, where they stopped her at in the next exit, and then for her to go around and come the opposite direction, 15 minutes was well over. It takes about 10 minutes to get to the next exit. To make a U-turn, then get back on 95 and go the opposite direction is funny to me.
Right.
I'm not I'm not saying it's collusion, but something doesn't sound right to me. Yes, the young lady may have hit them because she stayed on the scene. Her car was there. She was in the car. The car was hit, damaged. She stayed on the scene after the accident. Was this the same girl that was whatever? She said that she tweeted, "Oh, I just was pulled over,"
Right.
or whatever. It just don't add up to me.
Right.
It's something just those that doesn't add up to me. But if she did it, she got to face the consequences of her actions. She did do it, but she got to face the consequences of her actions. It's just crazy.
Okay.
And just because it was 2 police officers, she's not going to see the light of day.
All right. But that's why it's going to take a good attorney, possibly, to represent her to uncover those inconsistencies that may not necessarily add up, and that can help maybe, lessen some of the intent.
Mm-hmm.
So the family has to make some noise now in order to grab the attention of one of these attorneys who would want some publicity off of this case. So if the family, is paying attention or whatever, if anybody can get this word to them, they need to make some noise if they want to be able to find a lawyer that'll take this case, just for the promo of it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, KD? Been lost and found. Do you have any last words on this before we move on? KD, what's up? Is she froze over there? What's going on with her? What's going on with
I'm
KD?
sorry. Y'all know I got bad connection here. My apologies.
To the Philadelphia police force, the state troopers, trust and believe I will not be on the road for the next 2 months driving my car. Y'all don't have to worry about pulling me over for my comments.
No, trust and believe that if that was one of us, we wouldn't have made it past that stop. They was not sending us home.
Yeah, they're not letting us go. They're not letting us go. They got it's crazy.
Yeah.
But when you do the crime, you do the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you do something crazy that's going to endanger the lives of others, by all means, you got to face that.
Yeah.
That's a family. That's somebody's family that will never get opportunity to see their father, their husband, their son, their brother ever again. And that's the disheartening part. I think that's the part that is haunting so much. Because that 21-year-old young lady will never, ever get the opportunity to live her life freely. Nor will her parents get the opportunity to hug, put their arms around her, and enjoy a birthday party at home with her. Because of the mistakes that we make or the choices that we make when we allow alcohol and or drugs to impair our decisions.
All right, people, do y'all have any more last words, comments, or questions on this topic before we move on? Make sure y'all like and share the video. Put y'all comments in the chat box. What's up, Diana? She's saying it was nobody's fault but their own. What does that mean? It's just her fault?
If we want to place blame, it's her blame and the police officer's blame. Shit, I seen
everybody
when they took us into custody and went and checked on another crime. Right. If that girl was doing a 110 and a 55, that's a true life crime right there. Especially in the Commonwealth. I mean, the Commonwealth state. Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth state. I was pulled over in a Commonwealth state in Virginia. You're doing over 90. That's called a felony. You do over a certain mile an hour. That's a felony in Commonwealth states. So she was already doing a felony to let her go. If anything, they should have put her ass in the back of that car and checked on that pedestrian, called for backup, got her up out of there, and do whatever help he needed.
Yeah.
A lawyer is going to argue that. Was that really her? This case is going.
It's going to get messy.
It's going to get messy.
It's going to get messy.
Yes, it is.
It's going to get messy.
Yeah.
But again, to all the lives that lost, our condolences are with you and your family. Let's not let that be lost in translation.
Yes.
All right, we're going to move on to our next topic. It's about to get a little spicy, I guess. It's about to get a little spicy.
Now.
No,
Nell and Aisha got the next topic, so it's going to split in the middle. So which one of y'all want to go first? You know,
Aisha.
what's up? What we doing?
So what are we doing the
Indeed.
indeed
Indeed.
already spiciness already?
Indeed.
Oh, we talking about that good
Hold
old
up. All right. So
Okay.
how about we do this? How about I go first? I lead in with my lead in, and I mean I talk about my talking, and then you can lead into what you piggyback off of me.
Perfect.
All right. So this week we've heard it came out that they have found a male birth control pill, right? The birth control pill has been studied on mice, which now has went from studying on mice to studying on people. They found a 99% effectiveness in this male birth control pill.
Wow.
Would you, as a man, take it or not? As a parent, would you recommend your son getting on the pill?
That don't even sound
right. We put our daughters on the pill.
Right.
We heard about that all our lives. Gotta get my daughter on the pill. She's out here. I don't know what she's doing. Let's put her on a pill. Now that they have a male birth control, are you taking your teenage son and getting him signed up for the pill?
Yo, I'm not taking my son and getting him signed up for the pill. That sounds crazy.
We done. Take that first question. That's posed to you. As another man on this panel, would you or would you not take the male birth control pill?
If I probably would take the pill, but I don't know if I would take my son to put him on the pill. That sounds a little crazy.
Okay.
So what's your thoughts on the pill?
I'm not taking it. Somebody asked me, Nell, would you take the pill? Somebody asked me from Friday Night Light group, and I said, no, actually, I wouldn't take the pill because I actually will welcome a baby. I'm at an age of my life right now where I can take care of a child. I'm not irresponsible. I don't have anything that will limit my.
Hold on. Make sure you announce that you don't have any kids right now.
Oh yeah. I have zero. I don't have any kids. So with that being said, is if there was an opportunity, and there's always opportunities in life for us to have children, right? But I don't have any kids. But now where I stand in life, if I was to get someone pregnant, my lady pregnant, I wouldn't have a problem with that. So would I need at this point in my life, 41 years old, take the male birth control pill? No.
All right, hold on now. So say it was a different circumstances. Say you 19, 20. Would you take the pill? And you didn't want to have no kids, you was doing whatever, you in school, whatever. You in school or you working, would you take the pill then? Come on, man.
Yo, you know what? I might. Because you know what? One thing for sure, two for certain, I'm always going to protect myself. I'm going to bring a condom and I'm going to bring a pill with me. I'm going to take the pill because I'm going to always protect myself from STD or whatever. And I'm going to protect myself from unwanted pregnancy at that time. I just can't handle it. So I'm going to put myself in a position to win. Right. So yeah, I take it. The only thing I don't want to happen, I don't want to get thick. Like, I ain't trying to get thick. You know how these girls get thick when they get on birth control? Like, right. I'm cool. This long as the side effects ain't the thick, I'm cool.
All right, ladies. All right, ladies. So would y'all have this talk with your guy about him taking a pill? Would y'all have that talk with him about him getting on the pill?
Well, I'm past all of that, but as a parent, if that had been out.
Not past it.
Yes, go back, Katie. Go back.
Back.
Say what?
Go back. You younger now.
Go back.
This is hypothetical. Go back.
Oh, okay. Now you asking me to go a long way back. Shit. But anyway, yeah, I would want somebody to use it. But as a parent, I would have put my child on it. I would have drug his butt right on into the doctor's office at the age of 13.
Damn, at 13, Katie?
At 13.
So
come on, boy.
So that's that. Now that he's on it, now that he can control birth, right? The birth control pill, he's on it. Now does that give him a free pass to go doing what he want to do? Having sex.
No, but okay, this is what I'm looking at, Nell and T. And Aisha, you may be able to comprehend this a little bit better. We, as young girls, most of our parents, when we got a certain age, there was no question. We went and got put on the pill. I didn't. My mama, I didn't, but most of them did. So if you can take that girl just for preventive measures, just in case they do it, not saying that you're inviting them to do it, but you can't stop them. So therefore, make sure they're protected and make
All
sure
right.
I don't get no grandbabies before time.
No, this is a good question. She said, "Do we have to take the pill every day like women do?"
That's how it is. They say you got to take it, and the little circle thing with the little days poked out.
Oh shit! See now I might have to change my answer.
Because if not, I guess it'd just be like the plan B, though, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take it. See, that's why I said I don't know, because I don't want to get fit. So if I'm taking it the 31 days or however long that is, then I don't know, because that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Aisha? What's your thoughts?
So I think that in younger years, I would have definitely had a conversation with, like, my boyfriend at the time, or, someone that I was dealing with. Like, I was on birth control, and Karen, you are right. I do agree. As young women, young age women, we are approached by our mothers or our parents just to be safe and to get on birth control, because for whatever reason, you're not going to have teenage pregnancy, etc. So I think for me, I would have definitely had that conversation with my boyfriend at the time. Yes, let's be extra safe. I did have my son. I had him at 17. So if we had that, and the man was able to be protected as well as myself, then maybe, that slip up wouldn't have happened. And, I could have waited a little bit longer to have my son. Now, my son is 25. So if he decides to have children and make me a grandmother at this time, then, so be it. He's past that stage. But if I could rewind back to him being 12 or 13, yeah, I probably would have made it where as though that was something that he learned about and took, but also in conjunction with safe sex as well, because sometimes that birth control gives you a sense of freedom, and then you just get real loose with it, and you're not really thinking about the STDs and the other things that come along with sex, not just getting pregnant or getting someone pregnant, you know what I mean? So I would also have done that in conjunction with condoms and things of that nature. Yeah.
All right. I also want you ladies to know that was a precious thing about your mothers taking you to get on birth control, because that doesn't happen. Like when I was younger, that wasn't happening a lot. So that's why was a lot of young girls getting pregnant, because that was not happening. So you should feel,
Oh, not in my neighborhood. They got drugs.
Thank your mothers. Thank your mothers. What I'm saying is thank your mothers.
Yeah, thank you. You know what, though? As I'm reading the comments, right? You have a lot of people saying, do they have a plan B for men? Men, we can't conceive a child, so we wouldn't have to be on the plan B.
Not even that. Now, plan B is too late for us.
Yeah, like we already spit out. We spit it out already. Like we ain't doing us no good.
Right.
You know what I mean? We ain't got the ovaries and the eggs, and they not working together to make that little young boy that's coming in 10 months. But as a parent, I would have a conversation with my son and my daughter. If I have a son that's of age and he is now sexually active, I am going to have that conversation with him and let him know of the precautionary measures that are out there. Outside of condoms, there's also birth control. One thing we can't ever assume is that the other party is going to protect you the same way you're going to protect yourself. And I think that's where a lot of accidents came in, because we always, women, for some ever reason, don't carry condoms in their little bag. Like there's
whoa. Now that's another topic.
Another show. Another show. Don't try to take my topic.
That's a part of
Another
consciousness
show.
that we gotta be aware of.
Right. No, but we gonna dig in their ass a whole lot about that on that topic. So we gotta do that.
But yeah, I would if it gets to be a point where it's been studied, proven, and it's safe, why not? Right? Why not? Why not safeguard my child from any unnecessary, unwanted pregnancies or unnecessary pregnancies when they can afford them? Because ultimately, I'll be one taking care of the child if they can.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you would. Pop.
I promise you, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. What's up, though? So it's all you, though.
So that leads us into our next question.
Wrap it up.
To our next topic.
Aisha, what's up?
So now that we got all this pregnancy, we got all this unwanted pregnancy, we got all these pills for women now, for men. How do you pleasure yourself and you don't have to worry about situations like that?
Whoa.
Well, it's called good old masturbation. Whoa. Yeah, that good old solo play.
So,
the sexual health is a part of our overall quality of life. Like, sex is important. Everybody has to admit that. Like, sex is important. It is a part of our being. It is who we are, and it really controls the overall quality of our life in many facets. And embracing our desires without fear is so important. Like, people are really shielded in many ways about certain.
Why is she doing that?
No. Oh my God, I love it. But listen, but we really need to embrace, our sexuality in many ways, and exploring what it is that we like, what we don't like, what we want, what we need. Masturbating can connect you to yourself first and foremost before you're able to communicate with your partner what it is that you like and you need, because you then know what you like and you need by exploring yourself. Right. So, is masturbation healthy? How important is it? What types of masturbation is there? What are the benefits? Are there any drawbacks? I mean, let's talk about it.
Okay, so let me ask you, Aisha, do you look at it the same way when a girl's doing it and when a guy's doing it? Do you look at both of those like the same? Because I see a lot of girls saying that they think that it's disgusting, like for a guy, or they feel like once they've done it and like after they came, they feel disgusting, like they feel a type of way after they've masturbated. So what's your thoughts on that?
So I think male and female masturbation to me is equally yoked. I think the perception that people get sometimes, where you might have an individual who is just, discussing about the way they present it, like they put it in your face and you're not wanting it, meaning if a male is masturbating and then they send it to you and then you're freaked out and it's like disgusting.
Okay.
I think it's the way that it's presented.
All right, so this is what I want to ask you. This is the one. Would you feel disrespected if your man masturbated, like, instead of, being with you?
No, absolutely not. I think I feel like mutual masturbation, dual masturbation, or, him masturbating or edging and with you. And we can talk about what edging is as we progress along in the conversation. I think that is healthy. There might be times where you guys don't feel like having actual intercourse, and masturbation mutually can be exciting. It could be fun. It could be interesting. It could be sexy. It could be all of those things. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's like a bad thing or disgusting. I think it's all the perception and the way it's presented to people.
All right. I just want to say the greatest thing about masturbation is when you have insomnia and you just trying to go to sleep.
Oh my God.
That's like
Seriously.
that's one of those things. When you have insomnia and you're just trying to go to sleep, that can take you there. Also, if it's like first thing in the morning and you know you're about to have a stressful day and you just want to relax, that's a good thing. And if you feeling a little frisky on your lunch break or something like that, you might just. But
God dang, T.
listen, I'm just keeping it real. So I also think that it's sexier when a girl does it than when a guy does it though. That's the main point. It's sexier when a girl does it than when a guy does it.
So why do you think that though, T? Like because of the way you guys like you do it? Like what? Why do you think it's sexier for a woman?
Because if a guy sees you masturbating, that's like a major turn on.
Yeah.
For a lot of women, that's not a turn on. But when a guy sees a girl masturbating, that's a major turn on.
Major.
What's up, Kaden? Quiet over there.
I'm a run with him. His comment is a major turn on for us guys to see as women. But if y'all see us doing it, y'all gonna first think that we thinking about somebody else. Because if not, y'all probably gonna be like, why didn't you just roll over and give it to me?
Right.
A lot of people think like that.
Right. That's why I said. That's why
a lot of people think like that. Hey, you laying right next to me and you jerking off? Why you just didn't just give it to me or me give it? Whatever. But we don't see it like that. If she going to town on herself, I'm like, damn, man, that's what we doing, and I'm gonna join in, and it's going to take her to another level. But if she see me doing it, she probably like, yo, you got me laying right here, and you doing that.
Right. That's why I asked Aisha, would she feel disrespected? Because a lot of women feel disrespected at that point.
A lot of people would feel disrespected. They say they wouldn't. Right. And you're an exception to the rule, but a lot of women would feel disrespected. Oh, why you masturbating? You thinking about it? You dreaming of another woman?
Right.
Yeah, I get you, but I feel like if we can learn as sexual beings that not all the time is sex necessary to connect with one another sexually. You could do other things other than intercourse. So maybe at that point in time, him wanting to masturbate was, just something different that he wanted to try and not actually have intercourse with you, but just do something a little different to maybe add a little extra level to your sex life. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how I look at it anyway. Some people won't look at it that way. I get you, but
no.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
Look at this one. Look at this one. Helen is watching the guy masturbate, y'all.
Right. I mean, that's right.
No,
I'm
gonna keep it $100,000. Don't watch me. Just join in.
Fact.
I'm gonna have an attitude. If I catch you watching, like, come on, get in this, put your hand on it, mouth on it, something.
Right.
Do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
and like you can initiate it too, like turn on some porn. Like, see, but that's the thing. It's all a matter of where your mind is, and that could be like a way to start the night. Like you could turn on a little porn. You guys can start touching and rubbing, and then maybe it might after masturbation. Then for round 2, you guys can get it in. It's like everybody can be happy in this situation.
Yo, let's stop right there on that comment. That shit's funny.
What's up?
Cynthia said, I wouldn't be mad. Me and my man used to see who got off quicker.
So now they having a masturbation challenge over there.
Having a masturbation challenge?
They have the masturbation challenge over there.
Do y'all rub your fingers together after y'all done to compare notes? I mean, that's dope. If you and your man can do that and see who come quicker.
No, hold on now. What's up with this one over here? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, y'all are not giving me a chance to talk. I'm just listening. I'm not getting the opportunity as a now over a year divorced female. I mean, I've had to reintroduce myself to self pleasure, and I must say that I make myself feel pretty darn good, so it's gonna make it hard for a man to come in now. Because I mean, me and the Rose do a pretty good job.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
I'm sorry, guys, but the Rose is giving y'all a run for your money.
Oh,
I
wow.
guarantee it. I guarantee you, when that LBD hit inside, it ain't nothing like that rose.
I can tell right now. Right now, it's me and Rose.
So once you get some of that devil dick in you, you ain't gonna want that rose.
KD, don't let
Don't
the
let that rose confuse you.
facts.
I'm just saying, right now, it's gonna take a tough one to come in and beat it.
But you know what I've learned, and I may have been passive to this early on in life, or even immature. If it's going to enhance the situation, toys ain't always an enemy, because it's going to be things that your woman, places that you can't necessarily reach or necessarily continue to keep up, that she might need in order to make her get to that next level. And if it's that toy or if it's that whatever, introduce it, because it's not a hindrance to your situation. It's only an add to.
Absolutely.
And when you figure out that these things are, there's things that's a necessary need to enhance, and by all means do it, because you will see a greater you and greater her when y'all both is pleased.
All right, now I got a question for Katie, since she's bigging up this role so damn much. Katie, since you bigging up this role so much, is the roles taking you to the mountaintop faster, higher, quicker, harder, whatever than the man?
It has so far. I mean, I don't have anything to compare it with. Now, guys, let's be okay. To be fair with the men out there, like I said, now it's just me and myself and I. So I don't have anything to compare it with. But right now, I have no complaints.
So let me ask that. I got a question. So this should debunk all the claims that we heard about 1 minute brothers in our lifetime. How long is it taking the rose to get you to your spot? Are you coming in within 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 60 seconds?
No. What she's saying is that the rose is getting a job done faster than us. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, it is. But I'm saying though, is she now a 1 minute sister?
Oh, she's
Oh, no.
After the 1 minute.
Not at all. Not at all. Because the rose can come back again. Can the man? I mean, the rose can come over and over and over and over.
See, none of us are over
So,
the age.
hey.
So none of us are over the age or whatever it is, so we might be able to still hang. It's all about that.
Might be.
What's up, Aisha? Same question.
Well, the rose and clitoral stimulation and vaginal stimulation are so different that, of course, the rose is probably going to be the first runner. You know what I mean? But it's nothing going to be like that vaginal stimulation, of course. You know what I mean? So I think implementing, as Nell was saying, like implementing toys within things can be definitely healthy, and it can help you reach sexual peaks. A lot of people want to kind of, say, oh, well, she doesn't need that, she has me. But then again, okay, if you're giving her vaginal stimulation, what about the clitoral stimulation? She can masturbate. She can actually touch herself while you're having sex with her. It gives a different sensation. So, people have to, get out of the box and out of the mind frame that things have to just be in a certain way. You know what I mean? Masturbation, sex toys, vaginal stimulation, all of those things can definitely benefit you sexually in any way you see fit.
All right, now let's go.
We're talking about this good old rose. That's
No.
actually one of the items that will be in the gift basket given by us here at UnCensored Minds. And this is one of those items that you can purchase from
Nell over there playing with the rose, y'all.
Royal Honey. Picked this up today at the pop-up shop, and I wanted to make sure that we sent one of you lucky ladies who's going to win that gift box, gift bag, gift situation, one of these.
All right.
Nice.
No, it looks like they're in the comments. They're split down.
Okay, so wait. Let me ask you this. Do the whole okay, Aisha, you're good. Do the other lady hosts get a free one? just to
We
sample.
can talk about that, Karen.
Hey,
We can talk about that, boo. Well, we gotta get you something
that's
different
right.
because you got a rose already. So we can talk about
Oh, well, I can always use another rose.
No, I know that's right.
Cause I be tearing that sucker up.
Yeah.
So I'll take one of each.
Yes.
Sorry, y'all.
No, look, the comments are split. The comments are like split down the middle.
The comments is split, huh? So you hear you got the touch of a man,
Right.
you got the power of the battery.
The power of the battery.
Right.
Right.
And
Right.
what happens if the battery dies in the middle of your situation?
Listen, that's the worst. Y'all better have some backup.
I make sure it's charged up.
Right.
Yeah, I just make sure it's charged up.
But see, that's the good thing about that Rose there. That's a USB cable charger, Rose. No batteries necessary.
And besides, you can have two. You have two. I mean, the rose isn't the only thing that I have, so I have my backup ready.
Katie, we know you need a whole. You got a whole basket. You need a whole basket thing going on.
I didn't say all of that now, T.
Brenda says she needs some toys. So can you tell her your website?
Yes, Brenda, you can go on rawhoneydrip.com. Check us out there. If it's anything on there that you don't like, if it's anything on there that, I'm sorry, let me say that again. If it's anything that is not on there that you would like, just let me know. I can always order it for you and drop ship it right to you. Sometimes we sell out of things. Sometimes things don't even make it to the website. But if it's anything that anybody wants to talk about or discuss, just send a message or email or rawhoneydrip.com.
Aisha got us right over here, ladies. We're going to show y'all about some of these good gifts that y'all going to get, right? Because y'all letting us know that y'all with the shits. So not only do y'all get one of these good roses that is not battery operated, that's ran by USB cable that will never die on you, you also going to get one of these little pleasures in a pocket. So when you walk around the streets with your little black purse or your little wristlet on your wrist, you can have this in there for those times when you want to take care of yourself.
No, we call that little bag that they carry. You know, that little bag.
Mm-hmm.
You got one of these in there. Also, you got some nipple arousing gel. So when you want to get it popping, you might be on your way to your boo house. You might be jumping on the A train. You got this in your little purse as well. Incognito. People might think it's lip gloss. It's nipple gel. Kidding me? We hook y'all ladies up. That's not it. Then for y'all that got them dry box works, you got the warming massage lotion. So when y'all want to get it popping, you know how them sexy massages, this is going to go right on your night popping. This ain't just for you ladies, it's for us men too. Give us a nice massage. You want one? Right? It's getting crazy. Like that ain't it. It ain't it. Then we got the blindfolds for the 50 Shades of Grey type of people. The ones that want to get blindfolded and tied up to the bed. This is for y'all. And then we got that sexy shit. Get out the shot, but remember, you gotta take a shower, wash up before you put this on. Don't put this on with the sweaty body. It ain't going to get the aftermath ain't going to be the same. Take the bath first, get the box right, and then put this on. Your night going to go from this with this, and you ain't going to need that rose.
What's up?
Right.
So that's what's all in the gift box. And not only do you got that, you got Friday Night Light t-shirts, you got Tailor-Made Kicks t-shirts, you got Current's Corner t-shirts, you got books from T and KD inside of this gift basket. Nice. Ladies, we are appreciating you.
No.
Thank you.
No. Yeah. No, we also have to put out a disclaimer that
gotta put out a disclaimer.
Be careful when y'all playing with these toys, because I don't want to see none of y'all end up in the hospital with a sexually related injury.
Let me tell y'all one thing. If y'all end up in a hospital or y'all have some type of whatever the case may be, we are not responsible here. No one told you to replace the man with the battery.
Right.
These are to enhance the situation.
KD.
Ladies, word of warning: if you have not tried the rose, be prepared for jelly legs. Okay,
Be prepared. Who?
be prepared to have jelly legs. Do not be alarmed because your feeling will come back.
No, we just
But
want to
be
get
prepared.
ad, like a sponsorship for the rose or some shit.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
I think so. I think that we need to be sponsored by the rose because we talk about that a lot on the show. We talked about this past. We got KD a rose and she went so, and I remember the next time she came on that next show and went into detail about her experience.
It was like Christmas. It was like Christmas, her birthday, New Year's Eve, all in one.
Yeah. You came back and you told all the ladies, don't be afraid of the rose. Go out and get you one. The rose became your
I co-sign it. Karen D. Neal co-signs the rose, okay? You hear it over the airways. Karen D. Neal co-signs on the rose.
I can't. Are y'all ready to move on to Karen's corner?
So if y'all found, I got a question for them to say. So y'all know how y'all love the rose so much, and it's a part of y'all. It's a part of y'all everyday being somehow, somewhere in y'all drawer somewhere. If you woke up one day and you opened your man drawer, you was putting his boxes back together and putting them in his drawer, and y'all seen a pocket pussy in there, would you be upset?
Yes, they gonna feel disrespected.
I wouldn't now, since I understand what's going on. There was a time that I would have been.
Why would you?
I wouldn't now.
Would you say no?
Why would you? What was the disrespect back then? Like, why did you think it was disrespectful back then?
Because I didn't know about it. You know, like I said, I was in a very long marriage, and it was boring. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. So I never knew about toys. So, back then I would have looked at it and thought, what's going on? What's wrong with me? But now that I am more educated in it, in the pleasure of toys, I think I would be more understanding.
See, no, some of them in the comments are saying no, but some of them yes too.
Tell y'all lying. Mm-hmm. And second of all, I'm going to the store and buying no shit like that. Right. I'm not. I'm just not doing it.
All right. Now, there are men that request them or want them.
And they got women?
Surprisingly. And they have women. Yeah. I mean, I guess, too, it could be for, maybe health reasons that their women are not able to, completely. I mean, it could be a different number of things. Maybe their woman is not able to perform sexually as much as they desire it. Women, we have problems, health issues, vaginal issues, etc. sometimes. So, maybe they requested or require it because their woman is not able to perform as much as they needed. And then that's their go-to. You know what I mean? So,
all right. So Kenya said everybody just needs to have a toy day together. That's what that's
okay, toy orgy. Okay.
Everybody say March 31st is National Toy Day.
Toy day together. All right, KD. What's up, KD?
What's up, KD?
Well, first of all, am I coming in pretty good? Am I breaking up too much?
We know that you're on AOL.com and everything, so we're giving you got a delay. You got like a 3-second delay from the dial up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give you the big screen. So
I do not have dial up. I cannot help that I am in an area that do not embrace cell phone towers, obviously.
Nice.
KD,
okay, so
you ready for Karen's corner?
Yes, I do have a Kara's Corner for you guys and all of those who I did not speak to. Hello, all of you on there who are watching, and I know you're watching, but you never comment. I need you to comment and let us know that you're on there. Just put a little emoji up there. Just put
Uh,
something up there so that we know that you're there. Because I know there's a lot of you that are watching because you told me what we're saying. So please, I know you're out there. Put some kind of emoji up.
do y'all
So
see
with
that?
that,
Do y'all see that delay on Karen's mouth in the audio? Do y'all see that delay? Go ahead, Katie, rock out.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, Katie, rock out.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. What was I delaying before that? I'm
You
telling y'all, I'm struggling trying to find somewhere.
you good now?
We don't know what's happening.
I'm good now. Okay, I told y'all I'm in the area.
Katie, Barb said she
Wait a
don't want
minute.
no date. She said she need the meat. That's what Barb just
She
said.
need to meet. Yeah, Barb.
She said what? What
She
Barb
said
said?
meat.
She
She
said she need the
she
meat.
like Arby's. She
Damn
said,
road.
"Where's the meat?"
Right.
Oh, well, Barb, you know what? Like I said, right now I don't know what I'm missing. So let me just enjoy the rolls and not know what I'm doing right now. Okay, the meat is gonna come. When the meat come, I'll put the rolls to the side for a little while. Anyway,
For a little
so
while.
so is that
Wait,
better now, everyone?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, all right. Well, tonight I am going to read Karen's Corner letter. And after this letter, y'all may be able to agree that this couple can probably use some toys in their life. So it begins with I am a 29-year-old woman, and I've been dating the greatest man on earth for about 4 months. I wanted to do things right this time because I could see myself marrying this man. He said he knew I was going to be his wife the moment that he laid his eyes on me. It was his idea to wait to have sex. And it was him that spoiled me with gifts, moonlit walks, home cooked meals. He said he wanted me to fall in love with his personality and enjoy spending time with him before we even got into having sex. Everything was going so fast, and I wanted to be with him all the time. So as soon as he asked me to move in, I made plans to make it happen. Then one day, my intuition kicked in and I hit the pause button. I decided I needed to have sex to see him naked or at least rub up on him before I went any further with him. I was in the habit of sleeping with the guy soon after I met him, so this was odd for me. But I was trying to do things differently this time. I at least needed to see it. When I started grabbing for it playfully, he would pull away and tell me to take it easy. He always slept on his stomach, so I couldn't touch it. One Saturday morning, I decided that I was going to find a way to touch it. So he was in the bathroom taking a shower. I decided to get a bobby pin and unlock the bathroom door while he was in the shower and pretend to be a sexy, naked burglar. I had plans to seduce him and it worked. Well, almost. He was shocked and he was amused. I was not. I jumped in the shower and got the worst possible outcome. This man falls short, very short of what I was expecting. It was quite an ordeal in that shower, and nothing about it was good. Now I'm planning to move in with a man that doesn't measure up down there. Would I be silly to leave him over this? So,
Right.
what do y'all think?
No, why you in the dark, man?
Interesting.
No, why you in the dark, man?
Hmm.
Why was you in the dark, man?
Cause I was waiting for the burglar to come open the door. I had a surprise for him.
Wow.
All right, Katie. What is the overall question in this letter, though? She wants to know if she should
Well,
leave him.
she want to know if it would be wrong of her to leave him because he cannot measure up down there to what
But
she's accustomed to.
is he set? It doesn't say if he's satisfying her in other ways or not, though, right?
They have never did anything else.
Hmm.
But she does like him, though, right?
Well, she was getting ready to move in with him. She was going to marry him.
So
Wow.
hold on now. So I think she has to explore if he can satisfy her, without the whole shebang. I think she got to explore.
Right. True.
Mhm.
What's
I
your thoughts?
agree. I
What's your,
agree.
what's your thoughts now?
My thoughts is she tripping. Like if you was gonna move in with this man, you was gonna marry this man, just because he got a small situation is weird. Is crazy. Like how often do we find that person that that quickly that we can just be in that situation where we're so comfortable we're about to move in and get married, especially for a woman, right?
Right.
Hmm.
When a woman, we all come to realize that women
Hold on
don't
now.
just jump at the first situation. They
Hold on,
take their
hold
time.
on, hold on now. Let's back up a little bit, ladies. What's up?
Oh,
What are
I
you?
thought you said no. My bad.
No, you good. I just want to ask them because this is about them, ladies. What are y'all doing if y'all was her?
Yeah, I think it's going to come as a shock initially. I'm going to be like, what the hell? But I feel like if we've come to this juncture where we're about to move in together, I want to marry you, I'm liking you so much, and I'm in love with you, that I at least have to explore um, you sexually. Maybe your mouth works wonders. And then, we can work on the small penis. There's extensions, there's all kind of things that we can do to help the length of things. But, you have to first try to see if the sexual chemistry is there first. And then, you can work on size and things of that nature. If he's a good man, he's got good qualities, those things are hard to find. I would rather have those type
Hmm.
of things than have a man with a big penis, you know what I mean? And, rocking
Right.
my world all crazy, but then he, disrespecting me, or he going out and fucking other people, or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? So I would try to see what happy medium I can find with this individual first before I would just dip off and just say, I forget him.
All right. So if you see it first and you're not happy with what you see, are you trying it or are you backing up?
You mean see it first, like before falling in love and all of that stuff?
Right.
It depends on what the vibe is like. If the vibe is good and the convo is good, and things are flowing a little bit, I might give it a little try and see what he got going on. And then, maybe if it's not what I expect or what I know I'm going to need eventually, after it all, then I might be like, okay, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Why you making faces? KD, what's up? Same question, KD. What's up?
Yeah. Well, in this day and time, I would definitely what I'm definitely going for is the personality first and foremost, because that portion of him can always be worked on, as Aisha said. In fact, it's not even about that. He may be able to do wonders with his mouth, which is my favorite anyway. So he may be able to do wonders with his mouth. And I mean, we got toys for other things, but
That's what I was about to
it
say,
doesn't
KD.
matter.
That's what I was about to say, KD.
It,
You might as well just say, I already got my rules, so I just need him to make me. That's what you might as
and
well.
you know what? The size doesn't matter because it's the motion of the ocean. It is not the size that matters. It is the motion of the person.
No,
Again, if the respect is there, and I know that I am cared for, I know that it is workable. Yeah, I mean that is minimal. That is the last thing on my list of concern, unless it doesn't work at all. Now we're gonna have to have some talks.
right.
I mean, not that I would leave him for that, but I need to see where I can help him.
So what if it doesn't work at all and he's not going to use his mouth? You out? But he takes care of everything else. Like he takes care of everything else. Are you out?
Um, no, I can honestly say that if the love is there, I wouldn't leave him because of that. I mean, but other things is we got to have workable parts somewhere as far as like being able to talk, being able to share intimacy on some level. You know, I gotta have some kind of intimacy. You know,
Go ahead.
whether it's,
Go
I
ahead, no.
mean,
You over there making faces now. What you got to say?
Because it's fugazi.
Right.
The bullshit. Like we call
What
bullshit.
bullshit?
Those bullshit. Like one.
that is not bullshit. No,
No,
it's not, Nell.
I'm not talking about your comment. I'm not talking about anybody's comment. I'm just saying this whole situation is bullshit. She breaks into the
Yeah.
bathroom while the man in the shower, and she get a surprise of her life. Who the fuck is a wreck in the shower?
Mhm.
Second of all, do it matter? Yeah, cool. We all want to be satisfied. That's a level of our relationship, right? Of satisfaction. We should be able to satisfy each other and also bring other things to the table that's going to make our partner feel secure and happy with us, right? But y'all get so hung up, and we hear all this time. Oh, man, got to be well endowed. He got to be a tall, dark chocolate brother. It'd be a whole bunch of idiosyncrasies out here, and that shit don't really match. Y'all get a brother that got some size to him, y'all running from it when we down there. Then y'all situations ain't always the best, but we deal with it. Deal with the man. If the man, you love the man enough to want to marry this man and move in, figure it out.
Exactly.
Figure it out. We so pressed upon the size of it. What your size might not, your coochie might be whack,
Mhm.
but we deal with it.
Mhm.
It really could. It could be dry. It could be loose. It could be short. It could be whatever. It could be a number of different things. But we work with what we got because we love you enough to be. That's who we want to be with. The unnecessary things that we be worried about be the ones that kill us the most. Y'all want a good brother. That's a good brother there.
Right.
The man just ain't
Right.
packing like you want him to pack. You figure it out. Help him.
Help him.
Help him. Because like you said, it's other ways, other things that can be done to enhance the situation. You teach this man now. He can't satisfy you penetrating you. You know what? Make him the best eatery. Make him the best person that can eat coochie the way you need it to be by teaching that man that. That's how you get. That's how you get back. That's how you get what you want. You teach this man how to give you the pleasure that you need and work within the situation. We ain't millionaires, but we make it work, right? We put food on our tables every week. We pay the bills. The lights don't never get shut off. And we probably, some people live in paycheck to paycheck. They make it work. Make it work.
Yeah.
Because you got a situation that you might not ever find a nigga that's willing to do any and everything for you, give you what you want, make you feel like a queen. But because he ain't all that in the bedroom now, you ready to jump ship and go to something else? Cut it out.
Yeah,
Please.
that's stupid. Yes, sis. I don't
Do
know
it.
where you are out there. You
Yo,
better
do
get that
it.
man because a good man is hard to find.
True. And a big dick is aesthetically pleasing to the mind and to the eye. As a woman, it's like it's what we want to have. You know what I mean? In our minds, right? But then you get a
Mm-hmm.
man with a big penis, and yeah, it's like ooh, 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 ooh. Right, right. So, but then again, so that's it exactly. It's like it's what we're not taught. It's not what we're taught, but it's what we think to be the perfect penis, one with a large size and wide girth. You know what I mean? So in our minds, that's what we want. But if a person has a smaller penis, or is not as well endowed, but other things are working for it, then that's what is more important, not necessarily the
Why
size.
do we think so? Somebody in the comments said he was the one hiding it. Why do you think he was hiding it? Because he never just stood in front of her and said, here? Or he ain't like the other niggas that y'all so used to dealing with and sending y'all dick pics to y'all inboxes every 20 minutes? Like, everybody ain't like that. Everybody ain't so hung up on sex. It ain't the end all be all to some people. So how does he hide it? Because he jumped in the shower and didn't invite her in the shower, or because he didn't do it to her the moment he seen her. That man might have been toward morals and values that went way further than just her getting some. And y'all gotta look past that. Oh shit, I gotta test out the cologne before I buy it. That's what's wrong with y'all. The moment then y'all feelings get involved and the nigga walk away from you, now he ain't shit because your feelings not involved, but you tested him, he got what he wanted. Now what else is there for him to get? It's the repetitive
Now I
cycle.
will.
Y'all play yourself in the long run. Oh shit, I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna see what's going on before I get it. You know what that's leading? You know what's that telling us in our mind?
Hold on now. They said he was hiding it. That's the problem, is that he was hiding it.
Yeah.
So, KD, you read the story. Was he hiding it from her?
Basically, yeah. I mean, he never would do any placey or footsies with her. So I think he knows what he was. So he wanted her to fall in love with his personality, which is what he said. Now, I will say this. I told her she need to get over it, but you know what? I changed that. She need to keep on moving because
Now
she's
you
not satisfied right now.
change your mind,
If
KD.
she if she is not satisfied right now, baby, later on down the road, she's gonna end up cheating on him.
I
So
hope
you
she
may
get
as well
enough of
go
that.
on.
I hope she get enough of that big dick nigga. That's what I hope she get. Tear her guts up and run off with all her tax money. That's what I hope happened to her. Tell her
Yeah.
Nell said, when you read the story back to her, say Nell said, I hope that she get a nothing ass nigga with a big joint that tear her guts up and run over her tax money.
I can't.
Maybe that's what she's used to, Nell. You know, women like that, usually that's what they are used to. Um, you
Break
know,
the
they just
cycle.
they
Hold
just
on,
want it beat up.
hold
Well,
on.
let me
Now.
ask you this. Let me ask you this now. I understand what you're saying and how we have to break the cycle and we have to look past size and all of that stuff. But what if it is no sexual pleasure whatsoever? And
Yo,
he is a good guy, but like the tongue ain't right, the action ain't right, and all of that. And I don't mean to the point where we're already in love and I'm about to move in and
Come
I'm about
on.
to marry. I'm just saying maybe like in the beginning. Is it wrong for a woman to walk away from a situation that she knows that she may not be fulfilled in?
No, because that's her choice. She
you
just.
were hold up. Before you got with me, you was the best person at playing with toys. You had toys galore. You didn't have a man. So what happens with before she met this guy? All she knew was pleasure herself with a toy. Now she get with this man. Now she want that extra. All right, he can't provide that. Go back to the toy, but still be with the man.
Now she didn't say
I
she had
get you.
toys, Nell.
I get
No.
you. I
I,
get you.
I,
I get you now. I get you. I don't know. I don't
Yo,
know.
I
Hold
just
on.
don't place no value
Right.
on
No.
Right.
sex like that. Like it's
No, hold on now. I just want to know, why did KD change her answer? She never answered that. KD, why did you change your answer? Why did you leaving this guy right now? That's all I want to know.
okay, well, okay, first of all, I changed my answer because I am Karen, so my mind is going to switch. But I thought about it. I had to analyze things. If she's not happy going into, if she got any questions whatsoever going in, she's going to be unfaithful to this man later on down the road, and it's going to cause them even more problems. So don't even go there. If you got any doubts whatsoever, don't go there.
but then you know what
Go
happens?
the other
She
way.
carries
She's not going to be happy.
that baggage into the next relationship, and she's blaming the guy, or she carries that baggage into the next person that she meets. He breaks her off, gives her what she wants, and all he wanted was sex because that's all she presented to him. He walks away. Now he's the bad guy. The next person she get with, all guys are dogs.
Right, no, because she didn't have doubts about the guy. She just didn't know how the
Yeah,
situation was.
it's a repetitive cycle that we see too often. That's why we get passionate about it. That's why I get passionate about it, because
Y'all making
somebody else's mistake, somebody else's fuck up, somebody else's can't do this is always brought to the next person that they get involved with. And now I gotta make up for everybody else's issues that preceded me or came before me, I should say.
So what about a dry box and she can't fuck? Like,
Huh?
reverse it? A
Is she-
dry box and she can't fuck.
No,
Like,
I'm
I'm
gonna keep
just
it a
saying,
thousand.
like,
I'm gonna keep it 1,000
yeah.
and one. I don't care about none of that. If I
Right.
love this person enough, the box is just the box. We could put a
Right.
lube on it. You can give me head. Your box ain't the only hole that's going to work.
Hold on, no. What if she don't give you the knowledge though?
Right. Like, I mean, just all around the board. Like,
She don't give me the
it's
knowledge. Her
difficult.
hands better be cool.
Well, what if she just don't want to do nothing now?
Then that's who I marry. A no giving, a no head, dry box, hands of stone girl.
But y'all gonna be communicating and loving each other. I got you. What about you, T? Because I don't know.
Yo, I'm not too hung up on, like, you know why? Because at any given time, any one of our attributes that we have come to grow up with to be what we are could always be taken away from us. I don't think people understand that. We could be in an accident, our joint can get cut off. We could be in an accident, can't use our lower extremities. Am I walking away from you because of it? Hopefully not. You're going to want me to stay there and be there with you the same way I was there with you during the good times. I got to be there for the bad times. Life is more than just pussy and dick. When we understand that, then life will be much better for all of us.
What's the question?
He don't agree with it.
No, I just was gonna say, I mean, we heard Nell's point of view, and I mean, I do agree to a certain extent. I think in the beginning, if I have a choice and an option before I get in too deep with someone, then obviously my decisions may be a little bit different. Okay, if I am in a marriage or a relationship or what have you, and circumstances change, etc., then I mean, I'm a sexual being, so obviously I think of my self-pleasure and me being able to return pleasure, etc. So I do think of those things in culminating a happy situation. You know what I mean? But if we have an option to choose. I think it's important for us to choose what is necessary for us.
That's true. Right.
You know what I mean? And what's going to make us happy. I don't necessarily know that if in the beginning I can look past that before loving someone to get to a complete point of just not having any sexual gratification from this person. Like, we have sex, it's just completely whack, it's small, it's no tongue action, no energy that I'm culminating from it, nothing from it. I don't think that even with him being a nice guy that I can invest in that. And that may seem shallow to some, you know what I mean? That may seem shallow to some, but again, it's at the beginning stages, so I'm able to make those options on what's best for me. No sense in me devoting 5 years of something and then it's not going to work out, you know what I mean? But if you're in a situation and things change, etc., then that's different. So I was asking T, like, you know, he was laughing and stuff. I just was wondering your thoughts about dry box and no head. And
you know, I ain't a good dry box person. You know, I don't really like it. But
no, I don't think that's shallow. I think that's a person, like a case by case basis. So it's like me personally, no. I can't roll with it. No.
Right.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question then. So how many of y'all waiting the 90 days to drop the box?
I have.
No, I'm saying in a normal situation, how many of us is waiting 90 days before we give our partner something if we so hung up on testing out the car before we taking it for a test drive before we buy the car?
KD?
That's
I'm an advocate for that one. I'm an advocate for that one. I mean, I would number one with me.
AOL. KD?
Huh?
KD AOL is freezing over there.
I do not have AOL. I
You were
cannot
freezing
that
up,
I'm in
Karen.
Okay, is it still freezing? Is it still freezing?
Look, Diana said she waited for years, man. So she with the shit. She waited for years.
No, I'm saying when you get a guy, Like you could be waiting for years. You could be celibate for years, but how many of y'all, once y'all get your partner, you feeling your partner, is y'all waiting the 90 to 100 days before you drop the box?
It's definitely a
Am I big up?
month or two. Yeah.
Look, Janine said, how long is too long? She said it was over a year and some months for her wait. Was you waiting or was you making him wait? That's what we need to know, Janine.
Yeah, was you waiting or was you making him wait?
Was you waiting or was you making him wait for over a year?
And then once whoever stopped waiting, when he got it or you got it, was you
And
sad?
Cynthia said 90 days is too fucking long. I don't got time for that.
KD, what you was saying before you was teetering?
I said 90 days is that's a good timing for me. I mean, that's always been a rule of thumb rule for me. But I would know the person already, simply because I will have formed some type of friendship. Yeah, it's gonna be 90 days. It's gonna be
All
3 months in between.
Have fun with that, KD. But Janine said both of them is waiting that year and some change. So what do y'all think about both of them waiting that year and some
I think
change?
she said before she was in a long distance relationship, right? Remember a couple comments ago?
Right.
But I guess that's understandable. When you're in a long distance relationship, you ain't got nothing else but time and wait.
But no, can you get the flight or something?
Yeah, you could catch your flight. People may not got no money. I don't know.
Well, is some phone sex going on? Some video sex or something going on?
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
A year and a half is longer than a motherfucker. But if y'all
share the nudes. Remember we said it a couple weeks ago. The nudes is shareable.
Thanks.
Even blurry nudes work.
Thanks. But a year and a half is long as shit. But if y'all taking that time to get to know each other, that's a beautiful thing.
Yo, someone asked KD a question in the comments. You got to post that one.
Which one? Who asked KD what?
Cynthia asked her, so Karen, do you get to see it or feel it?
Yeah, in that 90 days?
She said she making them wait 90 plus 3 more months.
So when they hold on, what the fuck is that? so what is that? 6 months?
That's what she said.
So in 6 months, she said she asking, in that 6 months, do you get to see it or feel it? So in that 6 months, you better get to see it or feel it. Like, I mean, even if you don't see it, you should feel it, like during a hug or something.
Yeah.
Slow down. Yeah.
A little swift, smooth, slide across.
Like 12, 13.
Would you say bumping and grinding? Yeah, getting blue balls and shit like that. I don't got time for that, girl.
I have waited the 90 days, but I mean, it all depends on the chemistry that you get with someone. You know what I mean?
Who made up that rule, and why is that rule made up? Like, what is the significance of it?
That was your man, Harvey. The significance of it was to try to get to know your partner. But even in waiting in that 90 days, they still could be pulling the rug over your head. So that don't matter.
And after the 90 days is up, do it make the box that much better or make the sex that much better?
And what if you wait those 90 days and it's trash?
And you hate the person,
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
let's see what Barb's talking about. She said, being in a long distance relationship, I'm sorry, one may wait, but she said, I don't think the other one will. They can tell you something, but you don't know shit. So do y'all think if both parties in a long distance relationship is waiting? I guess that's what Barb is asking. Do y'all think both parties in a long distance relationship is waiting?
Sure, why not? Everybody not hung up on sex like y'all think. Everybody doesn't place an importance on sex like the world tells you that it should be. Like, you know what I mean? So we front and we put on this facade that everything is all Gucci. And when it don't be, like, you know what I mean? Like, we put on this facade that everything in our lives and in our world is like super fine. Oh, I got this going on, I got that going on. When in reality it don't be going on, but we perform like it is.
All right, no. Sarah is saying, what happens if you don't play with toys and your purchase not satisfying you, are you just supposed to not be satisfied, for your going on forward? Are you just
See, at that point, I don't know what to tell you. If you choose not to use your hands or electronic devices and your partner just ain't doing it for you, then I don't know what to tell you. Become a nun?
become a nerd?
You know what I mean? Because you're not satisfying yourself, right? You said toys not working for you. You're not satisfying yourself. So you already took away.
No, her question is, if she meets a guy, but she don't already play with toys, and then she meets this guy and he don't satisfy her, is she supposed to still stay with him?
That's the choice that you gotta make for yourself. At the end of the day, we all are accountable for our own actions, reactions, and decisions. That's something that you have to come to terms with yourself. Are you strong enough to be able to deal with this? Is this relationship that important for you to stay amongst issues that you can't control? If it is, then you got to do what you got to do to make it work. And if you deem that it's not, then you've made that decision best for yourself. The only person that has control over what we do in our lives is us. If you stay, then you understand what you're facing. If you don't, then you made the decision to walk away. We all have the choice to make a decision that's best for us.
All right, now before we wrap this topic up, we gotta see what Mr. Taz is saying. So can one of y'all read that and answer this question? So
What if you wait the 90? Oh,
KD,
ready?
let's ask the women this. Let's ask KD this.
Well, let KD read it. Go ahead, KD.
What if you wait the 90 days and you really didn't want to? What what would be your excuse for doing something that you didn't want to do with the belief you'll get results you have no control over? I don't think I understand that.
Great question.
Mhm. So basically, I guess he's saying, like, all right, you wait the 90 days, believing that, you're going to be learning and growing with this person within the 90 days on a spiritual level, an emotional level, outside of the sex, right? And then you want, with all this magnificence, you want to then have sex and plateau.
Right.
What happens after you've done all of this, thinking that you're going to have this great emotional connection, and then you just want the sex to take you to the moon, and it doesn't? What is the purpose of the 90 days in that case?
That's a great question.
Well, I've always did the 90 days as a safety mechanism. I mean, I made that rule for myself.
But that's a
Like,
false reality. That's a false reality.
huh?
That's a false
Well,
reality.
I mean, okay, if y'all will look in the comments, I being true, Karen, I did have a change of mind. I said I got age on my side, and I probably wouldn't go the full 3 months now, the full 90 days now, as opposed to when I, especially finding out about the female condoms. I mean, that's putting a totally different spin on it for me.
Mhm.
So what the 90 days was to protect yourself from?
If I got pregnant, I had to put one guy and another guy. If I got a disease, I had to put 90 days between one guy because I'm gonna know who to kill if I got something. Number one. I mean, I don't want to be killing the wrong man. And
Oh,
then
okay.
I'm gonna know who my child's father was. I mean, I was not gonna be playing the guessing game about, okay, well, let's test this one. I was not gonna have any questions about that. So
So
for
your
those
90
two
days was
reasons,
safety purposes, safety concerns only,
yeah,
to eliminate
yep,
the possibility of Joe or Tom.
right. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Who is Joe and Tom?
They'll just give them names.
The guys in between.
No, that makes no sense.
It makes no. She said that she didn't want to. She could have caught an STD from Tom, so she making Bob wait to see if it was. That's why she got 90 days spaced in between. So if it was
Mm-hmm.
Tom, you can go to Tom and say, Tom, you gave me an STD. Bob, you got me pregnant.
Right.
Right. Exactly. No
how come-
questions.
How come Katie just didn't use a condom with Tom?
Right.
That's why I said
Okay, Katie.
Or Bob. Or Bob.
that's
Well,
why
I said that I've changed my mind. Look at my comments. I wrote a comment when I was off here. I changed my mind. I mean, I am new to this, guys. Y'all know I'm new to this. So I don't know. It just depends on the person, I think,
You new to what?
in
Life?
the situation.
through the life.
Huh?
What you new to? Life?
I'm new to this dating game, Nell.
No. Oh,
I
not
am new
saying no.
to new relationships.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm new to. I am new to entering new relationships.
What
So
you feel
yeah,
like? How
I mean the
how
game has
long?
changed by now.
Now that you new to this, now that you new to the dating site, I mean the scene, right? What are your thoughts of it?
Hmm.
What's your thoughts?
It's scary. It is very scary.
What makes it scary to you?
Plain and simple.
What makes it scary?
Dating is just scary now. I mean, people are dating is just very scary now. You got to be careful who you talk to out there. People are people are crazy. You just got to be careful. I mean, it's scary. It's a scary thing. For me, it is anyway. That's why I say it has to be somebody that I know, and even those that you think you know, you don't know. It's scary.
KD, can I ask you a question real quick? Is that
Sure.
why you're on this AOL connection because you're charging up your rolls with the USB port?
No, it is not. See, it is because I am in an area that does not embrace cell phone towers. I can't help that Florida is like that.
Ridiculous. All right, let's
They
get up
don't
out.
embrace cell phone towers.
Let's get up out of here. It's on you, Aisha, to wrap us up.
All right. Well, we had a great night tonight, some good conversation. We talked about masturbation. We talked about the Supreme Justice nominee. We talked about the drunk driving young lady and the male contraception. We heard from Nell and his beautiful tribute to his mother as we close out the Women's Appreciation Month. And now we enter into April and a new month, a fresh start for everybody to just be amazing. Let us not forget Wednesday nights, Tailor Made Kicks, Friday Night Lights, Karen D on the Move and Karen's Corner, and of course, yours truly, Raw Honey, www.rawhoneydrip.com. Check us out and make sure that you're ready for next Sunday because we're going to be bringing you more spice, more exciting topics. Can't wait.
All right, people, we about to get out of here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. We have Uncensored Minds t-shirts available. And also, hit the live notification bell. Nell's over there still playing with that rose. Him and KD gonna have a rose. I don't know what's happening, but we gonna let them rock out. All right, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.
72.
Good night. Have a great
All
week,
right, good night.
everyone.
Have a good week.
All right.